Hello, this is Ryan, and I'm just making this quick intro to this podcast because we filmed it and then realised that my mic was muted. So I've tried my best to edit this content so that it's slightly listenable. We were really happy with how this first episode came out, so I tried my best to make it okay. It probably isn't. It's taken me 6 hours to deal with it. So I'm mainly just putting in this little warning just because I promise that the next episode will have better mics, as in we will both have our mics on. The mics are fine. Chloe has a mic, I don't. Just a pre-warning. Enjoy the episode anyway.
Perfect. We're here.
So, podcast things. Let's start.
We're going. This is it. It's finally happening.
We're doing it. We're making the podcast.
After a long 2 weeks of talking about it, we're here.
Longer than 2 weeks.
Has it? Really?
I feel like it's... Well, I mean, we've definitely thrown it in the air for at least a month.
Yeah. I think it started off as a joke, though.
Not for me. I listen to too many podcasts.
That's true, actually. That's true.
I ain't going to be able to do an investigative journalism podcast.
Oh, you could, though. That's what got me into podcasts, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Was the,
Sweet Bobby.
Sweet Bobby.
Sweet Bobby's such a good podcast. I listen to it from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
I hope they do a random episode like 2 years into the future to explain how her life is now.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Because they did that with that other one I introduced you to, the one about the youngest person in witness protection, The Witness.
Of course, yeah.
They did a more recent episode.
Yeah, actually, I do remember you mentioning. One I remember a lot is, I actually can't remember the name of it. It's a really long one, the Australian...
Yes.
With the teacher. I feel like I listened to that for so long. I feel like teacher's pet.
Yeah. It's a really good one, and they've done the whole trial podcast as well, but obviously you're not in a job where you listen to podcasts anymore.
Yeah, that's true. It really defined like Christmas 2022 for me. That was like all I listened to throughout the month of December.
Yeah, it's such a long podcast, but I feel like
I was on a journey. Like
on your edge of your seat.
It
is a good podcast, and the trial is also good, but I feel like I do like listening to trial podcasts, but I feel like I prefer like the aspect of looking through a mystery and trying to come to a conclusion.
Yeah, no, I like that. I didn't get through much of the trial, to be honest.
No. And the trial was like 2 podcasts worth, because they did the first trial with her murder, and then they did the second trial with the child that he obviously like groomed, and it's like her trial against him.
I see, yeah. No, I didn't look into that.
So I think he only got charged with his wife's murder, not with her, like what she experienced when she was younger. But yeah, anyway, let's introduce ourselves.
Yes. So, I'm Chloe.
And I'm Ryan. We spoke about how awkward introducing yourself is.
Yeah. It feels weird saying my own name. I was saying this earlier. I don't know what's wrong. I feel like I just don't have any associations with my name, and I'm not sure why.
It's because you never normally say your own name.
Yeah.
The only time you would say your own name is when you're introducing yourself to someone.
Exactly.
But then it's kind of awkward. I feel like you now never... I think it's rare to introduce yourself by saying, hello, my name is now. I feel like as a child, you do say that. Like, you'll be like, you walk up to some child, like another child.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan. Yeah.
I don't know. See, I've recently moved to London, start a new job. Very cool, I know. Bougie, right?
London girl.
Yes. But I don't remember anyone's name, so I'm always like, I'm Chloe. And I'll like say it for others. I'm Chloe. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't do that. What am I talking about?
I feel like...
I do say my name though, because I know that like, if I don't say it, they won't know my name, and then they feel awkward. So I do it to be like selfless.
That makes sense. I feel like I've never currently introduced myself with my name. I feel like in most of the circles I'm in, like at work or whatever, if a new person's in, I'm introduced by someone else as myself, if that makes sense. Like, I don't tell the person that my name is Ryan.
Yeah.
Someone else in my company introduces the new person to everyone, and so they'll go up to certain people and be like, oh, this is Ryan, this is his job.
Yeah, I think you'll never remember that as a new person. That's too many people's names.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the way, and also I feel like that's just how, so like at the party that my mum had when I was there, I never introduced myself as Ryan. My mum would just be like talking to me, and they'll hear my name is Ryan, and then they'll.
Yeah, I still feel like such a kid at family functions. I'm 23, but I'm sitting there talking to like. I'm on the kiddies table, like literally. Last thing I went to, I was talking to not my cousin, the 12-year-old cousin of the family, and we we're just talking about VR. It was so much more interesting than adult conversations. Like, I don't need that.
No, yeah, I feel like you can definitely have a conversation with an adult, but I feel like once the adult that you're talking to is over like 40 or so, the conversation becomes less of like things that you could have in common and more of things that are in the same environment as you are, like politics or like things like that. Whereas I feel like if I spoke to a 30-year-old, even though they're like 10 years or so old, they could still be watching the same show.
Yeah, definitely.
It's life, isn't it?
Exactly. The podcast.
So originally, me and Chloe saw each other probably on, I'd say, at least a weekly basis.
We'll try.
Yeah.
We'd try. If not, we'd be chatting online.
Yeah.
But like almost weekly.
But as Chloe's moved away, we're now obviously spending less time together. And also that means that any shows that we were watching together are sort of more on hold now.
You say that as if we were so good at watching shows before.
It's not our fault that the world keeps coming out with new media. Apart from Devious Made, which is made like 2012.
Yeah, but I'm fully invested.
But we were like considering doing a podcast, and we were like, what do we both enjoy the friendship podcast where there's just two friends talking.
Yeah.
And that's great. And we did want to do that. But obviously those podcasts, although they are a friendship thing, they do have a topic that they discuss. And we both are big fans of media. We do love consuming media.
Yes.
And so when we were thinking what we could do a podcast about, we thought maybe as like a basic idea for the podcast, we could go, we're obviously not together, and we could watch a show by ourselves, and then we could come together.
Discuss that show.
Yes, because I love hearing other people's opinions on shows that I'm watching, or like shows that I might watch, because I feel like it's nice to maybe hear about a show before you decide to spend time watching it.
Ooh, interesting. I never do that. I'll just jump into a show. I'm terrible at shows, actually. I'm terrible at watching new shows. I don't know. This is a terrible idea. But I go in afterwards and look at the opinions on a show. I'll watch a show, try and form my own opinions, then catch me scrolling on their subreddit, just like, oh, yes, the opinions. Oh, maybe this one's mine. But I'll stop doing that. I'll start forming my own before the show.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
On the topic of that, we're going to introduce ourselves a bit more by saying what kind of shows we're watching right now.
Right.
What shows we've watched maybe in the past month or so. So do you want to start?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I can start. Well, basically, this last few months, I've pretty much been on a rewatch time. We're rewatching shows, got them comfort shows. My favourite show, Jane the Virgin, full comfort show. I've seen it I think this is my 4th, 5th rewatch potentially. I don't even know what it is about it. Just love the comedy, the drama. I love that it's a bit of everything. I love it. I think I'm about halfway through season 3 rewatch. I also this year started rewatching The Walking Dead. Because I remember watching, I think I was watching it as it kind of came out, I think. And I got to the season of Heartbreak, about season 7, season 8. And then I just never watched it again. And since rewatching it, I found out why. It just seems to be dropping off. Just dropping off. I got to exactly where I got to before. And I can't be bothered to start season whatever I'm on, 8, 9. I've lost track.
Yeah.
It's been a few months since I've watched it, to be fair. I'm probably not picking it up anymore.
No. Have you read the Walking Dead comic?
I have 2 copies of the giant Walking Dead comic book thing that I found whilst moving. I don't know, I've got 2. I think I've read some of it. I'm not enough to know anything. Why?
I was just wondering if, because I've never seen. Well, I've seen parts of The Walking Dead, but I've not like actively sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it in passing almost.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just wondering if The Walking Dead did that thing where, a bit like Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I know that they got to as far as they could with the books. But they hadn't written the last book almost, and so they had to do the narrative themselves. And I'm wondering if that's what's happened with Walking Dead, where the Walking Dead TV show has gone past where the comics went past, because the comics have ended.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's why the writing, I think it's the writing that fell off in The Walking Dead.
Maybe. So, how old's Walking Dead? Is it fine to spoil it? Like, spoilers. So, spoilers. You've been warned.
It's been out for a few years.
It's been long enough. There's like 7 spin-off series as well that I've not seen or touched. But so there's that season where Glenn dies, sad, terrible, awful. Couldn't watch it. I think I watched the whole episode looking at the wall and I knew what was happening. I was just listening. It was a podcast, the Walking Dead face smashing podcast.
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
Promo for so many podcasts.
So I've finished that season, but the thing is, like the whole of that season is like the Negan versus, you know, the main group kind of thing, and like that's why they normally have like one conflict, but at the end of that season, that you know, the group fail, and it seems like it's just gonna be a whole nother season of the same thing, Negan versus the group, and I'm like, I want zombies. Where are the zombies? There's no zombies in this season. I want a zombie show and there's no zombies.
I think I heard that as well, because because I watch so many people talk about shows and things.
Yeah.
I sort of come across people that like will give their little opinion to like a certain show or something, and I think I also heard someone else say that they didn't like it anymore because there was no zombies.
Yeah.
As the show.
It's like people versus people. There is a scene that I could like. I would even prefer it if they went silly with it. Like kind of video gamey. There's like one scene where Rick is in like a fighting circle with this zombie that's like had metal like melted over its head and spikes coming out, so it's like a, you know, like a
chicken fighting ring.
Yeah, kind of. And it's like, have some crazy, I've not seen, maybe this happens. If it does, then maybe I'll watch some more. Like some crazy person that's just melting metal on zombies, creating these super tanks.
I mean,
and like sending them forth. That would be exciting. I'd love that.
that is cool.
Like, it doesn't have to be realistic.
No.
I want zombie drama, crazy.
Yeah.
That would make me happy.
Yes. And then I feel like it's going to be so strange hearing your tastes in shows. Well, I mean, Jane the Virgin is quite similar to kind of the things that I watch.
Yeah.
But The Walking Dead, I don't really watch. I watch more horror films than horror series.
I don't watch horror films. I only ever watch horror films with you. I'm quite squeamish, actually.
That's why I love watching horror films. Squeamish. It's so good.
What are you sort of watching at the moment? Or have been watching recently?
So, I work as an artist, but I never really got into anime. Like, I watched Attack on Titan when it came out with you.
Mm-hmm. You've not seen the latest seasons, though. That's quite big in the world at the moment. Or, like, a few months ago.
Yeah.
Apparently gets hectic.
I hate that they went down... Like, obviously, I work as an artist, so I'm very aware of the fact that these people can't be churning out this shit all the time. But they went on, like, mid-season breaks all the time. And so there's, like... the final chapter, part 1, part 2.
I love it. It's so funny.
I feel like I struggle when a show is quite far along. I used to struggle with watching it all at once if I wasn't keeping up at that point, kind of thing. But yeah, I watched a little bit of anime, but I've had my anime renaissance. Is that be the word for it?
Resurgence, renaissance, maybe.
Yeah, like probably at the end of last year, I decided, do you know what? I need to consume more media as an artist. And so I started watching more anime. And now I feel like I took that bull by the horns. I watched like the whole of Haikyuu, the whole of Tokyo Revengers. I've watched all these really long animes. Obviously not One Piece or Naruto. Those are a bit long. A bit too long for me, I think. But at the moment, I'm watching quite a lot of anime. I've been watching More Psycho Season 3 because I didn't watch Season 3, I watched Season 1 and 2, and I kind of regret starting to watch Season 3. It's kind of shit.
Oh, that's so sad. The worst.
It's kind of bad. But I'm trying to power through it because I don't like stopping watching shows because I don't like them.
You're committed to it for life now. Any season they come out with, you got to be there.
Exactly. I'm also watching My Happy Marriage. I was watching that this morning. I'm nearly finished it because I kind of like that as well. And then I'm also watching an anime called, oh god, Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Which is made by a studio that I really like. And I saw a lot of hype about it, so I was like, I'll watch it. And I've started watching that as well, and it's quite interesting so far, but it's like on that like first episode thing where it's like you're introduced to a load of people, and so it's not quite interesting yet. You're just sort of like learning about the world that you're about to enter and like the people you're about to see. And so it's not quite at the hype yet. It's just sort of like snails pacing me through it.
Yeah.
So I can understand what's going on. So I don't mind that. But yeah. And then also I watch a lot of K-drama.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I think that K-dramas are kind of where we started watching things together, right?
Yeah, because I got obsessed with K-dramas.
And I had never watched any.
No, and I forced you to watch that one, I think it's
Oh
called
my
like
God.
Click Your Heart or something.
Oh, the Choose Your Own Adventure one?
Yeah.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I forced you to watch that because I think I wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did watch some K-drama before we both started watching it, definitely. So I feel like that's probably what...
It'd be a weird one to jump into.
Yeah. I think I watched one... I started watching K-dramas because the K-pop group I was into at the time, I still technically am into them, but they're kind of on hiatus. They were started in a K-drama, and so I wanted to watch them in that. And then that is what started me. If anyone ever sees my drama list account, I have 3,800 hours. Or something. No, like 3,800 episodes of K-drama I've watched. It's a bit much.
Yeah.
Still watching them. Trust me, if anyone knows a trope, it's me.
Whereas I think the only Korean show that I've watched that you haven't, or I haven't watched with you, is Squid Game.
Yeah.
Hype for season 2, but you should watch Squid Game because season 2 is coming out soon, and that'll be actually a show that we could watch. That could be quite good.
I know. I think I suffer from normie disease.
You really frickin' do.
It's not even, I don't think it's even the fact that it's popular. Like, I don't think that's why I don't want to watch it. I feel like it might be something just to do with the fact that in my brain, it feels like it might not be the thing for me because most people like watching it. And I feel like quite a lot of the K-dramas I watch aren't the most popular.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And so I feel like I worry that
You're not like other K-drama boys.
tell me about it. But like, I feel to a certain point, if a show gets like some kind of hype, I worry that they'll go down a route that will be like, we're doing this for the money.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from season 2, to be honest. Like,
yeah, like it had so much hype, and I feel like
it was good. I rewatched it this summer because I went on holiday and then I was sick for the whole week, so I was just like on the sofa binging. It was great, actually. I had a great time.
But I don't know. It's also, I mean, many people probably say I'm wrong for this, but it's very strange for a K-drama to have a season 2.
Is it?
I don't know how many seasons. I don't think I rarely watch a season 2 of a K-drama. They just don't do it because K-dramas have a very much a beginning and an end.
That makes sense.
And they don't typically have a season 2. It's a shame because a lot of shows definitely could have a season 2, and I like the show, and so I'd like to see more of the show. But then I think it's kind of good that it ends.
Yeah, it doesn't get ruined.
Yeah.
Bye.
Because so many, I think, Western shows do fall into the trap of being like, oh, we've got this money to make more, and we've been allowed to make more, so let's make more. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but I think there is an end to something.
Yeah, I think it's an issue with a lot of movies as well. So many movies these days are just sequels or remakes to things. They don't need it. I want new content.
Yes, but I feel like our current year we're currently going through is going to be, it's just going to be a lot of remakes and a lot of...
Yeah, easier to make, isn't it? You've already got the characters.
Yeah, and like Disney's announced loads of live actions of shows.
Gosh, yeah.
Of movies they've already produced.
It's the most recent one, Lilo and Stitch. I've not even looked into... That's so sad, actually. Lilo and Stitch, don't touch them.
Do you know why they're doing that? Because I do.
No.
The reason that they're doing loads of live action, well, live action actually does give them loads of money. Like a lot of people that aren't necessarily into animation watch them because they like Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So it does actually garner them like a lot of money, and that's probably why they're doing it. But another thing is I don't know if he's the current like CEO of Disney or something or whatever, but he said that animation was for kids. Yeah, and it was like a really big topic online that he said this, and I think that's it. That's the thing, right? It's because obviously he's not like saying what shows can be made or whatever, but he must have like a thing where if animation's just for kids, it won't get that much money because it's just kids watching it.
That is completely false. If you think that, you've never met a kid obsessed with like one specific movie or one that they'll buy the merch. That's how you make money. Disney's like a kids movie company mostly, right? Well,
Yeah, but that's
for everyone, family.
That's the thing. They obviously want a broader demographic, and that's like the reason that Disney Plus now has like all these adult shows on it.
Yeah. Walking Dead.
They're buying all these companies because they want more people to watch and pay for what they're producing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got very serious.
That does. I know. I mean, it kind of leans into what you were talking about yesterday, wanting to buy more physical media. I want to as well. I hate storing it though. I hate the clutter of physical media.
That's true. But when I move house, I'm hoping to get like a lot of bookshelves and things. And I feel like, although most people really use bookshelves for books, I feel like it's also a really good place just to store.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, I like physical games. I never buy a digital unless it's like Steam. I love my little pile of Switch games, GameCube games, all my games, Nintendo girly.
That's true. Yeah. I need more physical media because I don't like the fact that I have to pay for loads of streaming services or whatever to watch it. Obviously, piracy is a thing, but it's kind of a pain in the arse getting told about singles in my area.
That is so true. I kind of miss those ads. I haven't ever pirated anything. I'll leave it at that.
Would we get in jail? I don't know.
Would we?
We might get... I don't know.
Shit.
Guys, don't do it.
Wait.
Anyway, back on topic.
Mm-hmm.
What shows are we currently watching together? Because there's so many.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first one I thought of was Delicious in Dungeon. I've already seen it all, but you need to see it all. I love it. Not to be one of those girls, but I had the manga before the show came out. Didn't read it, but I had it.
You should read it. I've seen like how pretty the art.
Oh my goodness. We went to Forbidden Planet. Did you see the Delicious in Dungeon section? It takes up a whole floor to ceiling shelf. It's beautiful. I wish. The books are so pretty.
Yes, honestly, I think that's another thing that I like about like manga is that the manga is the original artist style.
Yes.
Animation is sort of just like people looking at that style and taking what would be like be appealing to the general public and like adapting on it. But it's like Beastars. The anime is like in the 3D. I think it's by Studio Trigger, but it's the 3D look, and that looks really good.
It is really good looking.
But the manga, the drawings in it, they're so whimsical. Like they're not the traditional anime look. And they're like watercolor as well.
That's
the artist
nice.
uses a lot of watercolor, and it's so nice to see. And so that's why I think you should start reading.
Yes, I should. Oh, I got all that tube time now. Got things to do.
Exactly. So you should just do it.
I'll just do it.
You should just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Another show we're watching. Well, I'll just say the other anime,
Oh yeah.
which is Apothecary Diaries.
We're only like 4 episodes into that. Oh, to be fair, we're only 4 episodes into Delicious Dungeon as well, aren't we?
Yeah, no, we're 2 episodes into Delicious.
No.
We're on the 3rd episode of Delicious.
No way.
Yeah, because when I came around last and we watched the end of episode 2 because we hadn't finished it.
What happened?
Um,
I swear we're more than that.
so there's that chicken thing that they find.
Oh, that is like episode 2.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, well.
But we're on episode 4 of Apothecary Diaries. But the thing is, with anime, it's so short.
Yeah.
So
short.
It's like, but that's the thing, because we're watching shows with longer run times. It feels like anime's on the back burner, because anime is like a thing that you can watch if you have a short period of time.
Yeah.
Our live action shows. What shows?
So we've already mentioned one, I believe. Devious Maids.
Oh, Devious Maids.
It's so funny. It's so funny because since I've been rewatching Jane the Virgin as well. There's so many more characters crossing over. What's his name? Pablo, the one that
Got shot.
got frickin' shot.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
In Devious Maids.
In Devious Maids,
Yeah.
he's the vicar, the priest guy that marries Jane and Michael. It was great. He got a concussion. Oh, we don't like Pablo, by the way. Pablo. What was his name? Pedro? Pablo?
You're not talking about the gay singer, right? In Devious Maids.
Oh no!
Because when you said shot, that's.
Oh, was there the other guy that got shot? The dad, Zoila? Oh my gosh. Him.
His first husband. Her first husband.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, no, yeah, we don't like him.
Yeah, we don't like him. We like the singer. I think. I don't remember.
No, he's a mechanic.
What?
You're talking about Zoila's husband in Devious Maids.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now.
He's a mechanic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought you meant the singer to be.
Yeah.
When I think of someone getting shot,
Shot.
he's the first one I think of.
Oh, no, I think about Pablo because we don't like him and that was a great moment. It's a bit too much. Should we do this a bit?
And then we're watching The Glory.
Oh, The Glory. That's our current, most recently watched show.
Yes, because we stopped a bit when it got over to season. Well, it's not season 2.
It's like part 1, part 2 kind of.
Yeah, when it got to part 2, we sort of stopped watching it a bit.
Flip back to Devious Maids. That's what we kind of been doing. We've been like, we got to the end of season 2 or 3 of Devious Maids.
Yeah.
Switch back to The Glory.
Yes, and I love The Glory, to be honest.
It's so good.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
Speaking of stress, the 8 show.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We finished watching the 8 show last night.
So a bit of background, I think. I started watching it first because I just rewatched Squid Game.
Yes.
I'm there on the subreddit being like, oh, what do I watch now? And then I don't type as a post. And someone recommended the 8 show, similar, they said, it's like a game show. Should we talk about the concept of the show first, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Assuming anyone listening to this hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
This is the plot. Basic plot. Should I say it or should you say it?
You can say it.
Oh, okay.
You've watched it more recently.
I'll see how well I can summarise it. 8 strangers are invited to a game show. They don't obviously know each other. They're all random people that are chosen. Well, it seems random.
Well, no, it's not random, is it? It's people that are going through it.
Oh, yeah, but like a lot of people could be going through it. It seems random that they specifically.
Yeah.
In that sense. And then they're put in this game show and they're told that they have to basically stay in their room from a certain period of time. And they're shown their room, but they don't know anyone else in the show until the next day. And then during the next day, they're introduced to everyone, and then they find out that each of their rooms are different. Because like floor 1 has like the worst room, and floor 8 has like a penthouse apartment of a room.
Yeah, the basis of the game is like the longer the show runs, so they're like reality TV stars, basically, they work out. The longer that the show runs, the more money they make. However, the first floor, like bottom floor, I think they make money every minute. But the bottom floor makes less money per minute than the floor above, and it keeps going like exponentially. So the top floor is like rich.
Yeah. And then they increase their time on the show because the time they can see how long they have left on the show.
Yeah, like a big clock.
And they believe that they first believe that to gain time they run up and down stairs.
Yeah.
But then as the show progresses, you realise that the time is being added based on the people that are watching's appeasement of what they're doing.
Yeah, basically like engagement. If the audiences find it interesting, show runs longer.
Yes. But obviously, people get bored of things very quickly, and so it ups the ante.
Yeah. Chaos ensues.
Yes.
So I started watching this show first. A few months ago, actually, I probably started it. And I was quite enjoying it, to be honest. I was having a great time. First few episodes, like, similar to Squid Game, there's like violence, whatever, eventually getting there. And I'm like watching like an episode a day or something. And then I get to about halfway through. Oh, I think I finished season 6.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. Yeah. I finished episode 6. And it looks like it's that thing where everything, like, I don't know how much. I suppose there's a point in the show where we're allowed to talk spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it starts off with like, talent shows. They're trying to keep people entertained. Then it turns into a bit more violence. They're like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like, so then there becomes like a class disparity. Almost.
Yeah. Where like the top floors are like ruling bottom floors. Making.
It's not all top floors because it's number 4 that ends up with the top floor because number 5 is the woman that ends up going crazy.
Yeah.
So it's.
But that's kind of because floor 4 is like bending to their will, like trying to appease them.
Yeah, and I think the difference between the people who end up being sort of lower class in the show is that they're more considerate of the others that they're with versus the people who are at the top. And I feel like number 4, she doesn't, she's very on the fence.
Yeah. I think she just kind of wants to stay in a good situation. Whoever's on top, that's who she's with.
Exactly. That's fair though.
I
can understand that view, but obviously, like, you're rooting for the bottom floors for the show. And they kind of acknowledge that at the end. Like, right at the end, like that post-credit scene on the last episode.
Yeah.
They're talking about the floor 7 ends up saying that he needs to write that the top floors go through something really bad to appease the audience.
Yeah.
At the end, it's like, oh, he's a scriptwriter. So what are our overall thoughts of the show?
So it's an interesting one. Like I said, I was quite enjoying it from the beginning. And like the rate at which it gets more violent is quite steady. So you're almost eased into it.
Yes.
But like I'm trying to remember like what happened in each season each episode, specifically. I think I wasn't expecting it to get much worse than when they were wrapping each other's head in tape and hitting them with baseball bats. That was a bit intense to me. Like, that was quite hard to watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Hard to watch, okay.
I think it's like the idea of being like suffocated, like that just having the tape around your mouth as well. It's just freaked me out a bit.
I can understand that.
But like that was like, I guess hard to watch, but manageable. I stopped watching. I didn't think I was going to finish the show. We were watching it last night. We were watching episodes 7 and 8 together. You watched the first 6 seasons on your own as well. And I stopped watching on season 7 halfway through as soon as they got the little sleep deprivation eye opener things.
Your eyes right now, the way you're pulling them up like that, looked very similar to how I did in the show.
Exactly. Something about me, I'm very, very squeamish, anything to do with the eyes. So I was like on the fence for a while. Like, it took me a while to start season 7 because I was like stressed. Because season 6, it looks like the show's about to end until the last second, because they have the top floors all tied up, so they can't do anything to like extend the time.
Yeah.
And then season 6 ends with floor 5 letting floor 6 go, like
the
aggressive man. And like, because it's gonna be bad. You know it's gonna be terrible. So I just didn't watch it for like a couple weeks maybe, and then like, I need to finish this show. I will. I didn't.
And then I came on.
Yeah.
And I watched it.
Needed someone to hold my hand, honestly.
To be honest, the only reason I said I'd watch it, this might sound a bit sus, right? Bit weird of me, is Chloe mentioned that it had torture in it. That's what she said to me. Like, I asked her what the show is about, I feel like, and then you went, oh, it's got like torture in it, like they get tortured in it.
Well, that's pretty torturous. I can't believe you're saying it doesn't have torture in it.
No, okay. The reason I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch it, is because I like Saw.
Yeah.
And obviously, that's what Saw is as a whole.
Yeah.
So, another thing we need to watch together.
We've already watched one. It was quite Saw film.
Oh, we watched Jigsaw together.
Yeah.
Which was the one that, like, it doesn't matter if you've watched the other ones, right?
Yeah.
And it's the one where she puts all the needles in her neck here. The one with Ryan in it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. We need to watch, like, Saw 2 or whatever, where they got eye ones.
No.
But yeah, I like the Saw films.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot me. I like the Saw films. But, yeah, and so when Chloe mentioned that it was, like, torture, but basically the way she described some of the things that were happening in the show, I was like, oh, that's kind of Saw-esque.
Like what?
Well, I didn't know about the sleep deprivation.
Oh, I didn't know it was sleep. Well, yeah, to be fair, when I left as soon as they had the little eye-opening devices, that was me, like, immediately closed the window, didn't touch it again. So I had no idea what they were planning. I didn't know it was sleep deprivation. They could have been taking eyes out for all I knew.
Yeah. It does sort of set up like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really specify it's sleep deprivation.
Yeah, they've got, like, these tanks around their head as well, like, with water in.
Yeah, I think, obviously, I'm not knowledgeable in sleep deprivation, but even though they had the water there,
yeah,
surely you would get to the level of exhaustion where
you just drown.
Like, that would not stop you from not sleeping. Like, you would just
I think
pass out.
I'm assuming that it's something to do with like reflexes. Like, if you're underwater, your body will jolt yourself awake to stop you dying.
Yeah.
And was it only 2 days that they were in?
No, I feel like it was more. I don't know. They didn't really frame the time well, but I feel like that was intentional because it's meant to be like what they're feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the rest of it wasn't too bad for me. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. It was a weird show. It was a weird show. Like, and honestly, if I'm saying it's a weird show, it's a weird show. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that fazed by most things. And I wasn't fazed by it, but like, it was just a bit crazy. Like, a bit.
It was a bit like you said, yes, it's a bit like you're watching someone else's messed up internal fantasy.
Yeah.
It kind of like didn't feel like it was made for us to watch in a way.
Yeah.
Or not as the main intention of the show.
No. There's something that I said to Sipsy and to you. And I said that I believe that the writer of the show or the director has a lot of kinks. Because I feel like you probably didn't even really think about it when you watched it. But as soon as I was watching it, I was like, why is this show so focused on pee and poo?
Yeah, I think I looked at it through the comedy aspect, the slapstick, poop is an issue.
I saw it as like, why is this such a focus in this show?
Yeah, I didn't really realise it other than the rooms, I guess. And maybe the tasering.
Yeah, see, like they just had to find a way to include it.
It was a bit unnecessary with the tasering, I think.
They did shit themselves though, did they? No, they pissed themselves.
Yeah.
For the taste.
No.
And then,
I mean, to be fair, the stuff with the rooms, like
The human waste.
In the rooms. That's interesting. If it was just that, then that's like, of course, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Although, why didn't they just get public toilets, like a porta potty with the shared money?
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like with porta potties, like where do they put that afterwards?
I don't know.
Because it just stays in the porta potty.
How do real porta potties work?
What an interesting topic for this podcast.
Do they just like go up into the walls? Like,
I'm not sure. I feel like on building sites, it's probably linked to some kind of drainage system. I'm not sure though.
no, because it's companies that own porta potties. They take them away and I assume deal with the waste.
Yes, because it's probably like on the train. When on the train, there's
Yeah.
like a septic tank
That makes sense.
picks up the
Train toilets freak me out. It's like a black hole. It just like suctions it. You think it's not gonna flush. You're like stressing, and then suddenly it just like you blink and it's gone. Too much. Too much.
I'm more freaked out for train toilets in more like hygienic reasons.
Yeah, I'm always worried that
Why are we talking about this now?
Oh, it's fitting for the show.
Off the rails.
Oh, the
Crazy.
rails. I see
Trains.
what you did there.
That was actually unintentional, by the way. I didn't intend to
Make a epic
a
pun.
train pun. Yeah. So I feel like we both had the same favourite character, to be honest.
Floor 2
I liked
and 7.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I liked 7 the most.
Yeah.
I know that he
Starts off as a bit of a stereotype of like, oh, the smart guy that is working everything out. He's a bit over the top in that way.
really you thought
It's like a bit like it was like the way he's portrayed was very stereotypical smart. It's like, oh, of course, oh, simple maths,
oh, is that your smoking hat?
yeah, that is.
I like that.
But no, he grows on me for sure.
I think I didn't mind 3. I thought
I
3
liked 3 was a bit was a silly guy. He was cool.
yeah.
He was okay.
I think I prefer 7 because I think I know you said that you thought it was a bit of a stereotype, but I thought that the actor played it off quite well.
He did. He did.
And like I think I understood his method. Like I would hope if I was in that similar scenario, I would be like him.
Mm-hmm.
Like because like I'm like, oh, everything he's saying makes sense, and I feel like that comes into a lot of shows. Like when I think of a favorite character in the show, it'll be like, oh, that person's logic makes a lot of sense to me,
Yeah.
and then that's to do with MBTI.
Exactly. I was already getting ready for the segue.
I was actually
So that's much like your personality type. Hey, what MBTI type are you?
I was actually just searching up on my phone, like the
Doing the quiz real quick.
yes. I was going to look up. The
Oh shoot! I wonder if they've got that.
They normally do. I mean, it's a popular show, isn't it? Oh, they do.
Oh, let's go. Okay, wait. Before you look,
Yeah.
which one do you think you are most like in personality-wise?
Okay, wait,
Closest.
first-
Okay. Oh, what type are you?
Yeah, exactly.
What MBTI? MBTI
Yeah.
type are you?
Wait, first, do you believe in MBTI? Like, do you believe in...
Like star sign? What?
A lot of people are like, I don't know, they see it similar to how star sign people are. Like, a lot of people categorize people who look at MBTI as the same as people who look at, like, horoscopes.
Yeah, no, it's different. It's different. MBTI, I think, it's like it's a way to like try and define your personality within 4 categories. You take a test. It can vary. You're like, it's not set in stone.
No.
It's kind of like a guide, more like a vibe of a person than like fact.
Yes.
I don't like read the pages and try and take that into my own life. Just like, oh yes.
I know. But that's not, you're not sort of meant to take it.
Yeah, I find it more just like a fun thing.
That's fair.
It's a bit of fun.
I feel like with horoscopes and things,
Mm-hmm.
not bashing anyone that like believes in it, but personally, I see horoscopes as a bit more broad, and so anyone could fit a specific horoscope.
Yes.
Whereas MBTIs, I could definitely look at a different MBTI and be like, I'm not like that at all.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm a Scorpio, by the way.
I'm a Pisces. I'm a little fish.
Little fish.
But okay, so my MBTI type,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie, I've taken the test a few times and I get one of two results. I more often get INTP, and so I associate myself more with INTP, but I also get INFJ,
Ooh,
I think.
a little judgmental.
I'm not going to lie, I forget that one so much that I have to look up specific Valorant characters, and then I can remember what one it is. I'm pretty certain it's INFJ though, but INFJ and INTP have similar attributes, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't really know what to put me in properly, but I go by INTP most of the time. So when I'm looking at characters for shows,
You go
I
INTP.
go INTP.
See, I am through and through an INFP. I've never got any other result. The mediator, the idealist, the dreamer. I think my Pokemon INTP is Mew. I think that's the I remember doing that one before.
INTP, you just said.
INFP. Oh my goodness, INFP.
You kept saying season for the 8 show bit as well.
I know.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Yeah, I think you are Mew because you're the same as Ollie, and Ollie is an INFP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so is. I feel like we're just talking about people that, if random people come across this podcast, they won't know who we're talking about.
That's fine. They'll get to know them.
Friendships.
We have like
what if
we have like 2 friends, so like they'll keep coming up those names. So.
I was going to say, what if we get Ollie on the podcast?
Oh my gosh! Shout out to the Kernowick Penguin.
I'll put the links in the description.
Yeah.
I'll just do it. I'll do it.
Want to know about your Cornish history and heritage? Check out that channel.
I wonder how they'd feel about this promo.
They'd love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay, so I don't think we should do the guessing thing because I've just got answered them. Actually,
Okay.
you could guess.
So.
What ones you think? What?
Oh, am I guessing?
You guess who you think. Well, I'll tell you what. Since there's only 8 floors,
Yeah.
you guess which. Oh, but you don't know that many MBTI types.
Oh my god! I know the letters, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't know what they mean.
I feel like most people that are on the show are extroverted, but I feel like that's just because in that situation, I think it would take me a while to speak to anyone.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's probably a bit biased because if you're in that situation where you're stuck in this game with 8 people, you're gonna come off as extroverted no matter what, unless you're locking yourself in your room. Like 7's probably introverted.
Yeah.
And 2 and 1 actually.
And 3, because he
Yeah.
doesn't talk to many people on his jobs.
So actually, it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all the lower floors that are coming off as more introverted, isn't it?
You see, it's based in fact, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe that's also, but then could that also be the fact that we think that they're more introverted? Could that be because they're more considerate or something? And so in our heads, we're relating them to ourselves.
Oh my goodness, because we are so considerate.
I'm not necessarily saying we're considerate, but obviously.
You want to relate to them more.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we're more introverted
Yeah.
normally.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess what character you think you are? Do you want me to see if there's actually characters?
See if there is. Yeah. So I think your type is probably most similar to 7 or 3.
I'm not going to lie, none of them have your type.
I mean, that's to be expected, I think.
Yeah.
Are there any ENFPs?
No.
Damn. I mean, yeah, I didn't really relate to anyone in the show, to be honest. I think I said that I'd be most like floor 4 because I would be wanting to not get beaten up. So I would just side with whoever. What?
Okay, I'll tell you one minute. Okay, so you're floor 4 and I'm floor 7.
Probably.
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 Okay.
I see that.
Well, floor 7
Mm-hmm.
is an INTJ, which is...
Oh, it's your other type.
Yeah.
Nice.
That
Nice.
makes sense. And floor 4, at first I got like, that's why I made that face, like that, like, face, because she's an ESFP,
So it's just
she's-
the S.
So the E and the S.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that means she's relatively similar to you.
Mhm.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's quite good. But guess what? 6th floor.
Mhm.
ESTP.
ESTP.
Yeah. And I'm INTP.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So they're like the opposites of us.
Yeah.
But 6th floor, me,
Really big, angry.
aggressive, like.
Yeah.
I'm not Bearing in mind, also, this MBTI is not complete science. As in,
Yeah.
like, this is not the exact thing. It's
People's guesses of what they are, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They're people's interpretations.
exactly. Oh my god. I wonder if they've got devious maids on there.
Oh my goodness. Should we do a little spoilers for the Devious Maids episode that we'll make one day if we ever finish it?
What do you mean? Like, are we going to do MBTIs for every?
I thought that'd be quite fun.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just interested to see if any of them are us, to be honest. Oh. Ugh.
Could I be a Rosie, do you think?
She's extroverted.
Is she? Oh. So that's the problem with TV shows. Everyone's extroverted for things to happen to them.
Oh, no. Do you want to know who I'm closest to at the moment?
Uh-huh.
Adrian Powell.
Oh.
He's ENTP.
Let's go.
This makes sense to me, actually. He's like quite methodical in his thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so not. I don't.
It's quite interesting actually because you're creative, but you've got all the methodical traits as well.
It does say on INTP's like MBTI thing that they're considered an artistic,
Oh,
One.
interesting.
but their like methods of thinking are more based in logic and
That makes sense.
rules. But obviously, it doesn't necessarily relate to the job that you have. In
Yeah.
a sense, it's more related to how you solve problems, things like that.
That does make sense. That does make sense.
Anyway, the 8 show. Oh my god. I smashed my face into the wall before.
Yeah, it was quite dramatic.
If you can hear me sniffing, that's why.
Blood dripping from your face.
Yeah. What a great.
Look like
I'm just glad
Rudolph.
I didn't hit my teeth.
Oh my god, I would perish.
My teeth feel fine. Like I definitely didn't hit my. It was the front of my head,
Yeah, you just
like a rhinoceros.
full headbutt.
Yeah. My head doesn't hurt though. It's just
That's good. Yeah, you do. I think you do have like a little line here. It doesn't look bruised
I kind of want bruised eyes just for the.
for the aesthetic.
Not necessarily the
For a photo, just like
the mystery.
yes. Oh, what did he do?
He smashed his face into the wall.
Yes. Put it away the foldaway bed.
Oh my god. What? Because we were talking about the HO as we're coming back from the cafe thing.
Yeah, we went to a dog cafe. Very cute, very sweet.
I wasn't expecting it to be like as aesthetic as it was, like with the lake.
Yes, that was nice. I was hoping for music to be playing inside. There were 3 people at the counter and no one else in the building. So if we sat inside, we would have been being listened to, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like we were listened to anyway, because for a long period of time, no one was sat outside with us, and then all of a sudden, all these dogs and owners appeared.
Yeah.
It was quite nice sitting. I don't usually like sitting outside.
Me neither. Yeah.
Places because like it's not necessarily hot today, but normally
There's like a bit of wind, things get blown around a bit. There's like other sensory things going on when you just want to enjoy your croissant.
yeah, and like my eyes hurt if it's too bright.
Yeah.
But we were under shade, so it made it.
Looking out on the lake. We're saying we're like a little old couple.
Yeah, talking about a show where they get tortured and
Yeah.
things.
The 8 show. Oh my goodness.
I was really hoping for Floor 8 to die.
Yeah, all she got, a little whack on the head.
Yeah, they were just so nice to her throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And yet she was clearly the.
Oh, what were we saying on the like that? No, that was something else that we were talking about, like being the commentary on. What? We're talking about something being a commentary on Trap.
We watched Trap.
We watched Trap recently.
And I was talking about how I thought, I don't know, it's so funny because when you watch certain shows or like TV, that normally it is trying to put across a specific message. But with Trap, I'm a big fan of M. Night. I love a lot of M. Night films. And I know I'm going to die on this hill because I will die on this hill because he did the last ever live action thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I like it. I love his directing. Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't look at it in a sense of, because he writes a lot of the films he does as well. Because he wrote and directed Trap.
Yes.
He didn't write The Sixth Sense though. But we also watched that last.
We watched that last night.
What would you rate Sixth Sense out of 10?
Oh my god. It was a good movie. It was a very, very good movie. Definitely top movie. I have this thing whenever I watch a movie, I'm like, could this be my favourite movie? Because I never know what to say when people ask me what my favourite movie is. I'm like, yeah, I would be not embarrassed if I said this was my favourite movie.
I feel like people would respect you.
Exactly. Sixth Sense is a very good movie. Definitely like 9, 10. I don't know what to base it on. I don't know what other movies I'm comparing it to. There's so many movies in the world.
There is. I think Sixth Sense is a film that you can watch again.
Yeah.
Even though you know the twist. The content in it is really good, so you could watch it again.
Definitely.
That's how you know a film's good.
Uh-huh.
That you can watch it again. But Trap.
Yes.
Do we explain a bit of Trap as well? Like, do we...
Oh my goodness, we can.
I mean...
We've been going for nearly an hour.
I know, but I was expecting this episode to be like maybe an hour and a half.
Okay.
At the most.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That works.
So, Trap. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It's called Trap.
Yeah.
It's about a serial killer that's trapped in a concert.
Very self-explanatory. Get all that from the title.
No, but the trailer is surprisingly, well, not surprisingly revealing anymore because most trailers are.
Yeah.
But you immediately know what you would think was the main twist.
Well, it's not really a twist because it happens so close to the beginning. That's what the film is about.
I know, but when we saw the trailer, we didn't know that. We didn't necessarily know.
We found it out in the trailer.
Yeah, that's the thing, but I'm saying, like...
It would have been so fun to go into it not knowing that, but then I wouldn't have probably watched it.
No. I don't know if I maybe might have persuaded you to watch it because it's an M.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't even know that film was coming out.
No, we found that when we went to the cinema to watch A Quiet Place.
There's so much backstory to
Yeah,
this.
everything is connected.
But I thought that Trap... I feel like Trap isn't a film that you should think about too much. I feel like it's all on display immediately. I feel like it has no hidden thing. But my brain was like, maybe M. Night was thinking... Because in Trap, when you're watching it, you're like rolling your eyes almost.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, I can't believe that worked. Or I can't believe he got away with that. Or no one questioned this.
Yeah.
How does it all work out perfectly for this guy?
And I think, in a sense, that's kind of like making it a bit of a comedy. Like,
It was kind of funny, to be fair.
but he keeps... Like, he's this serial killer that's going around this concert trying to find a way out. And he literally is just, like, stood behind a load of police officers listening to their briefing that they're having.
And he's just like, oh, excuse me, let me get my coffee. Listen.
Yeah. And he manages to play it off being like, oh, yeah, my employee, like another employee at this concert, you can have his secret stash or whatever. And there just happens to be more stuff in the cupboard. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway... I thought that it was commentary about how white cis men get away with everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's just the fact that no one...
Like, no one questioned it. Pretty trustworthy.
Yeah, and he was, like, creepy as...
Yeah. I was saying before, yeah, like, even when he smiles and it's supposed to be just like a normal smile, it's creepy.
Yeah.
There's something off with it. He has a weird serial killer face.
Yeah, but then again, that could just be pretty good acting.
Exactly. I hope so for his sake.
He smiles like
That normally. Oh, yeah.
I feel like that actor that played him is Fane.
Yeah.
I didn't know him. I didn't like. I feel like I recognise his face, but I don't know what.
I feel like a lot of actors look like him. I mean, he's got like. No offense to the man, he's a bit of a generic face. Let's find his name. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to like look up Trap.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we watched that, and I thought it was a commentate. I thought it was commentary about how white cis men get away with everything.
Josh Hartnett. Wait, no, that's a character's name. Is it? No, yeah, Josh Hartnett.
What the character's name was?
I don't know. Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my girl, Lady Raven. Added her album to my Spotify. Queen.
I'm interested to watch his daughter's film now, even though it's got quite bad reviews.
Yeah.
I want to watch all of M. Night's films. I'm slowly getting through it.
I'm interested in Old, since you mentioned it.
It is a really cool premise. It's based on a comic book. I don't know if I told you that.
Potentially.
It's based on like an actual comic book. So I don't think he wrote that.
Okay.
Well, to an extent he did, because obviously you have to write a script.
Yeah.
But like, obviously the plot is from the comic.
Uh-huh.
And I think must be a one-shot, because like, how could they write a whole comic series about it? You've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I have nothing to add here.
Yeah, but I'm pretty certain it's based on a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I should double check that now.
Maybe fact check. Yeah.
I remember seeing an article or something about it. It's old, based on a comic book. I'm pretty certain it's a comic book and not an actual book. It is based on the French language Swiss graphic novel Sandcastle.
Cool. Graphic novel.
Yeah. So I mean, we would never come across that because it's French Swiss. French language Swiss graphic novel.
Interesting.
Do you know what I fucking hate about Google now?
What? Oh, the AI thing that pops up the top. I'm like, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't want to know what the AI thinks. Yeah, so I even got an AI thing for INFTP when I Googled that earlier.
Yeah.
Don't give it to me. Let me do my own research, thank you.
I wonder why... Obviously, everyone has different opinions. By the way, I just like scroll down a bit and there's a Reddit post that's saying blah, 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 great, based on the graphic novel. One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
What? They've obviously not seen that many movies. I've definitely seen a movie worse than it, and I've not watched Old.
No. I don't think it was bad. Like, I don't think it was... I kind of hate when movies do that thing where a character gives dialogue that explains...
The exposition, very obvious exposition, do you mean?
Yeah, and I don't think they do that in Old. I don't know. I think I just like the premise of Old. Like, I thought it was a cool idea.
Freaks me out a bit.
Wait till you watch it. Yeah, and I thought the twist was good in it.
Mm-hmm. No spoilers.
I think I ruined the twist for Chloe in 6 hours.
Yeah, because I thought we were getting to the end of the film, and what was I doing? Like, Googling the actor?
Yeah, and I was like, don't do that, you might get...
Spoilers. And then... I think I might have guessed it anyway. Or maybe I wouldn't have been so, ooh, what's the twist? Maybe I would have been more passively watching at that point, because I'm just like waiting, watching it for wrapping up.
Yeah.
I like to think that I could have guessed it, though.
I already knew the twist when I first watched it.
Ah.
It's like quite a renowned twist.
Yeah.
Both of the twists. Because technically I think that I See Dead People was also a twist.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was in the trailer. So I feel like it wasn't...
I kind of expected it that the kid was actually seeing real things. Like, I didn't think it was all psychological from the beginning. I assumed it was like supernaturally, spiritually.
Yes. But yeah, I was like, don't do it, there's spoilers. And then Chloe was like, oh my god, he's dead. Trying not to like make it too obvious, but yeah. It's because, that's the thing, you've got to go into like M. Night films.
Blind, yeah.
You can't look up things because you will just ruin the thing for yourself.
I want to watch some more. You got me hooked.
He's a good director.
Mm-hmm.
I a lot of people really don't think that, but
Really? I thought he was
Well, people
renowned.
didn't like Old.
Yeah.
They didn't like obviously Last Airbender.
Yeah, but I feel like that one doesn't count.
I think most people liked Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
and I feel like most people liked Unbreakable, which is the first one.
Oh shoot, yeah, because Split was also controversial, and he did that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like the third one.
Mm.
Glass. I liked Glass though, but I think I liked Glass because I liked all the characters and Glass is them all coming together.
Oh, is it? Interesting. I've seen Split, and that's the only one I've seen.
You've not seen Unbreakable?
Mm-mm.
You need to watch Unbreakable. We need to watch. Damn it.
Not just TV series. We got movie series to watch.
I'm trying to persuade Chloe to watch the new Alien film.
Oh my goodness. So I mean, I'm not against it. It's just like I said, the trailer. I'm squeamish. Things popping out of chests, and they're getting so good at making it look realistic now. I can't handle it.
I feel like, yeah, I think the original Alien did not look realistic.
No, I have seen. I remember seeing the original Alien, but I would have been like 14. I would have been a wee babe.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
I think the new Alien looks really good though. Like most films nowadays, when they remake horror films, they don't look that good. Like
Yeah.
it's sort of like a bit of a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the trailer, obviously, I think the new Alien does look good. Like I feel like the people that are making it actually care.
That's quite good.
Yeah.
I'd be open to watching it.
Oh my God, yes. I really want to watch it, but it's like it feels a bit weird going to the cinema by myself.
Really, I love going to the cinema by myself. I went last time. To be fair, it's been a while since I've been by myself. Last time I went to go rewatch the the newest Spider-Man film with all three of the Spider-Mans. Spider-Man, No Way Home. No Way Home?
Is that not the first one?
Homecoming. Home Away from Home. So it's No Way Home.
Yeah.
Then it's the one where they go to France.
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
Jake
Home.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's No Way Home? I think it's No Way Home. But I can't think what the second one's called. Anyway, I went to go see that film in 4DX. It was, I know, it was like a roller coaster. It was just me. This is a lie. I went to go see A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
By yourself.
By myself as well. But 4DX on my own. Two other girls in the theatre as well. We're sitting across each other in the aisles, and we're all just like on these, like, the moving chairs, and it's Spider-Man, so there's lots of action. There's the scene, spoilers, where the building like comes down. Have you seen the film?
No.
So basically, they're in this apartment building. Like, I can't quite remember. They bomb something. Doc Ock blowing up the place. Everyone blowing up the place, and the building's falling. And this is where Aunt May frickin' dies.
What?
I know.
Crazy.
But you're just there getting a little back massage as all this rubble's falling. You're just like, oh, that's quite nice. And there's just like crying on the screen. It's like, ooh, rubble. Anyway.
I need to watch Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh my goodness, you
I
should.
forgot it was a thing until you just mentioned it.
Did you know that they're bringing out a Haymitch movie?
Well, they're bringing out the book first.
Are they? Oh, that makes sense.
It's a book. Yeah.
Is it definitely? Because I tried to look that up because I remember hearing about the film and I don't remember seeing anything about books. I was like, oh, are they going to bring out the book? Because in the books, they already go over Haymitch's games.
What?
That's one of the things that I do. Back when I had a job where I could listen to podcasts, I also listened to the Hunger Games audiobooks on repeat. And they go through Haymitch's games in the second book. And it's very whimsical. It's the one... So basically, do you want me to talk about it?
I've read all the books. I don't...
Okay, okay.
I read them when I was like 12.
Yeah,
I read them when they came out.
I re-listened to them a lot because it's the only audiobooks I own on Audible. Actually, that's not true. I also have Percy Jackson, but I've not listened to that one. Anyway, so his games, it's the 50th Hunger Games. Yeah. So it's like a quarter quell.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And it's the one where there's double the number of tributes. So there's well, it's normally 24, there's 48 kids in the arena. And it's also got Katniss's mum's friend in the games as well.
Oh, okay.
And like basically the arena is like really whimsical. Everything looks magical, smells delicious, amazing. It looks beautiful, but everything is poisonous or deadly is the whole thing.
Okay.
And then it goes through his games and how he won. So they've already covered it a bit. So it's interesting that they're bringing it, if they are bringing out a book, that they're gonna,
It's not a book.
maybe
I
not.
don't know. It was a really big announcement though in that.
Yeah, but it makes me a bit suspicious because it seems like it's just because there's hype over Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you see. Like, it's just kind of like, oh, everyone's hyped for the Hunger Games again. Quick, let's start, like, planning more movies. Maybe because the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, that came out kind of naturally with the book, like, quite a while after the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I hope it's good.
I feel like before these episodes, I need to research everything.
I know, I feel like that's where we're lacking. I need, like, little synopsises of each of the episodes or seasons, depending on what we're talking about.
Well, also, I'm scared I'm going to say something and it's completely wrong.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean,
Getting all the characters' names wrong earlier. Pablo.
what is his name?
Is it not Pablo? I think it's Pablo.
I think it is as well. I can hear Zoila say.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can hear Zoila say Pablo.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just so used to hearing Valentina just call him Dad.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think about it.
Valentina.
I hate Valentina.
Valentina.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Such a child. You don't understand me.
You don't understand me. I need to be with my boyfriend.
My boyfriend. He stabbed someone, but it's fine. No. The other boyfriend. She had a boyfriend at one point that stabbed someone. Or murdered someone. Part of a criminal gang. And got stabbed. I digress.
Yeah. I preferred that boyfriend for her.
Yeah.
Not in the stabbing sense. Not in his extracurriculars. But as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like... But then again, I don't like Remy because he went to Africa and she went with him. But then that is technically her fault.
Yeah.
I feel like she should have just followed
Gone
her
to... Yeah.
She could be an independent woman that don't need no man.
But she decided, no.
Yeah.
Go to fashion school.
Yeah. Like, she can make a life for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, her mum is willing to do that for her.
Yeah. Didn't her mum save up for, like, ever to be able to send her to fashion school? Or she was trying to save, and then she got a break somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was the case. I think she told her that she would pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. But yeah. It's just... Oh, that's the reason I don't watch a lot of Japanese dramas.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's the same. Well, it's because, like, obviously a lot of manga in Japan that's like romance based. A lot of the female lead is like obsessed with the male lead,
Yeah.
and the male lead is not obsessed with them.
Oh my god.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I want.
Mutual.
Yeah, I don't mind if obviously like one person is obsessed with the other, but I watched this one Japanese drama and it's like quite highly rated, I think. But the girl in it ends up coming across a man who's having like a heart attack or something, and the male lead comes because he's like a doctor, and he ends up helping the man, and then she's like, I'm going to dedicate my life to getting to the same profession as you, so then I can then find you, and then we can then get married.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
It's a bit much. It's a lot of work.
But she was like at school.
Oh, she was like a child.
Not child. She was like, I think she was in like, I don't really know how the schooling system works in Japan, but I know that they're at like secondary school until they're 18.
Okay. So she could have been like 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, like she wasn't young, but she was like,
Young.
she was still in high school, basically.
Yeah.
But she wasn't young.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine.
I could not. Such a commit. What if he says no?
Yeah, exactly.
What
That's
if
the
he
thing
says
does.
no?
She ends up
Oh.
getting a job in his in his hospital, and he's like, "I don't know you," and she's like, "You're the man I've been."
Oh my
He's
god.
like, I don't know who you are.
How old is this man? Wait, just a damn second.
I think he's in his 20s.
Okay.
Because like I think he's just become a doctor
Okay.
when she sees him. Like he's been a junior doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's
Become a doctor.
yeah, like I think it's probably just become a doctor.
Yeah.
And I think he's specifically like a specific surgeon or whatever. And then by the time she is also in the hospital, he's like, I think he's like nearly a head surgeon
Okay.
kind of deal. Like he's been in it for a bit.
Yeah, makes sense. It takes about 8 to 10 years to become a doctor or something.
Yeah, but he doesn't look old.
No.
No, he looks like he could be like mid-30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the dude is hot in it.
Nice.
That's, I think, is the main reason I watched.
Haha.
Well, I was like, I watched so many K-dramas and like Chinese dramas that I was like, I need to diversify.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't watch that many Japanese ones, and I watched that one, and then I was like, I'm kind of turned off from them now.
Yeah.
But I've been watching, like, I watched Alice in Borderland. You need to watch Alice in Borderland.
That is one I need to
It's
watch.
really good.
Speaking of diversifying, kind of, I've been, after watching like Jane the Virgin, Devious Maze, it kind of makes me want to go watch actual telenovelas.
Oh.
But I don't know where to find them. I don't know where, like, I need, what have you got for K-dramas? Vicky, I need a Vicky for telenovelas. Some good recs.
I don't know if this would work for you, but when I wanted to watch more Indian shows, I went on Netflix.
Oh, just type them in.
I think I specifically typed in. No, there's like a thing you can do where you can look by language. or something.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
think I looked like per language.
Yeah.
And like obviously there's like at least 4 Indian languages on Netflix. And
Interesting,
one
okay.
of them is more popular than the others.
Yeah.
And so I started watching dramas based on movies and TV shows, like Indian movies and TV shows based on that one language. And I like looked through the language and I saw what worked, because Netflix surely must have like some kind of like,
That does make sense. I didn't even think to check Netflix for any, so that does make sense. I might give that a little gander.
They must, because Latin American musicians are like, obviously over here in the West, they're not, well, not the West, but like over here in like the UK and Europe, they're not the most popular, but I know that they're like insanely popular in like Latin America or whatever. So
Yeah.
there's so many fans, because there's currently an artist that's the battle pass on.
Oh my god.
Me and Sipsy were like, we've like never heard of her, but she must be really popular because she's a battle pass on Fortnite.
Yeah. Like, big enough to make it a worthwhile prize. That's quite cool, actually.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I do like the fact that they're like diversifying in a sense. Like, I do want them to have more K-pop people on.
Hell yeah.
K-pop, because they have the only K-pop songs they have on festival mode is like Gangnam Style.
Oh,
To
cool.
have some more,
That surprises me, actually. Not even like BTS, something, that loads of people have
I
heard.
don't think they've got BTS on the festival mode, but they do have BTS emotes.
Okay. Maybe it's something to do with getting the licensing to play the actual song in full,
This is the thing. I don't know. I don't think South Korea should be as strict as Japan, but there's a music artist called Megan Thee Stallion, and she did a song, and in the song she references anime character names,
Interesting.
and she was told she got in legal trouble because Japan is apparently really strict about copyright.
That does make sense. Like, you can't make Pokemon spin-off games and have them last very long or do much.
And so I don't think she got in legal trouble, but like she got told off for using the anime character names.
Interesting.
Because you can tell that she's referring to that anime character.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if it was just a name, I don't think they'd be as funny about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, so but the song's still up and everything, so it's fine.
My good friend Yugi.
You were actually so close to one of the names that she references, isn't it?
I was referencing Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was
I don't know his actual name though. That's just the first anime I thought. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! An anime?
Yeah.
It is an anime.
It's just obviously like it's played over here.
It's more Western. No, it's not.
It's
It's
been
like
westernized.
it's been westernized.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon anime. Ash Ketchum, my favorite anime character.
Yeah.
Let's go Brock.
It's treated more as a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like an anime. I've never. No, I think I was going to say I don't think I've ever heard the non-dubbed version, but I think I've heard the non-dubbed version of Yu-Gi-Oh, but not of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I've only heard the dubbed version of Pokemon.
Really? I think I've listened to it like on purpose, searching for it, but it normally defaults to English, yeah.
Yeah, I've only watched it on like CITV.
I've watched a couple years ago. I started trying to watch every single Pokemon episode. I want to continue. I think I got past the Orange Islands, which is past the Indigo League, which is the first like 100 episodes. I think I got maybe to 150 from watching it start to finish. I think the website got a bit funky that I was using. I don't know where you're supposed to watch
Girl,
it.
if you're that good at keeping up with shows, you should watch One Piece or something.
Oh my god.
Episodes.
I want to get to, I can't remember what the series is called, but I need to get to the Diamond Pearl era of Pokemon TV show because that's when I was watching it live.
Yeah, same. It's called. Oh crap! I can see the intro.
Yeah. My
It's got a
god.
specific name.
Dawn.
Is it like? Oh god! I don't remember. It does have a specific name to it, though, doesn't it? It's not just called.
I've told you that I'm going to a Pokemon rave in September, right?
Oh my god! Yeah.
Hype. I don't know. I'm talking to someone on Vinted at the moment.
Yeah.
I found a pair of trousers. So I've got two options for costumes that I want to wear.
Yeah.
I've messaged someone for trousers to be Lurantis. I've got some pink stripy trousers that I'm inquiring about because I could wear those again. Or I'm going to go as Ho-Oh. That red dress, make some wings out of ribbons.
That one that you just showed me, I forgot his name already.
I know, I always forget his name, but I've always got her on my team. Lurantis, she's like pink gal with pink stripy trousers.
Definitely you. Mm-hmm.
I love her so much.
I do not associate you with the colour pink as a person, but the Pokemon is very you.
Oh, let me see. Those are the trousers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, isn't it good? Isn't it good?
Yeah, and those are your Scarlet trousers as well.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to get back to see if they're in my size.
Girl.
I know.
I feel like I should use. Oh no, yeah, that's Vinted, but I feel like I should use Depop.
Depop seems better. It's got like the algorithm. Ollie was telling me the algorithm is a lot better. It learns what you like once you start searching and like liking things. And now I'm all Y2K.
I feel like though that it's hard to type in something into Depop knowing what I want.
Exactly. I had trouble to begin with. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm looking for. I typed in a couple brands that I know that I like, which was like 3 brands. Scrolled for a bit, looked at some like vintage sellers and like some of their things to like try and train it. And now it seems to have gotten the hang of it. Got some sweater vests, some colourful sweater vests. I need to up my collection.
I've never seen you in a sweater vest.
I've got 2. I only got them last year.
You need to wear them around me. I've never seen.
Well, it's a bit hot out at the moment.
The jumper you're currently wearing, that super dry one.
Yeah,
That's an iconic clothing.
it is. I love it. I have 2.
Yeah.
Because not just because I'm weird. I stained the other one, so that one. So now I have one that I wear when I know it's going to stay clean, and if I'm doing something risky, like going out to dinner, I'll wear the one that's stained.
We had the hamster scenario in
Oh my
Luton Airport.
Yeah.
Was you wearing the dirty one or the clean one? I'm pretty sure you were wearing
Clean
you was wearing that,
one.
weren't you?
Yeah, I think it was a clean one. I think it would have been this one. If I'm going out fancy, if I'm going to a different country, then the fancy super dry shirt comes out. It's got a dog throwing an aeroplane on it.
I wonder if eventually this podcast will explain the hamster scenario.
I hope so. We need some travel stories. We got some goodies.
Oh God, not the hamsters. Not the hamsters.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like technically we were meant to be talking about the 80 show for most of the time.
Yeah,
But I feel like, because we did go off topic,
quite a lot.
yeah, I feel like that's fine though.
I think that's fine. I'm quite happy with the way this has turned out.
Yeah.
I don't know how listenable it is. It might be terrible for the listener.
I don't know. I was thinking that when I finish it, when I finish editing it, I was going to send it to Sipsy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Send Sipsy an hour and a half long video. Just, hey, if you have time.
I can be like, oh, hey, how many... Is my mic not working?
You're kidding.
Oh, no. Why is it not? Uh-oh.
Wait,
It's working now.
did you turn it off?
No. I didn't touch it after I made it work the first time.
Oh, well.
Rip.
Wait, you're Chloe, I think.
Yeah, I am.
Interesting.
It might sound okay.
Hopefully, we'll find out.
Oh, bollocks. This whole podcast is just Chloe that you can hear. And just like a really quiet me in the background. I might
What
be able
trash
to-
content?
I might be able to amplify it maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe it might not be terrible.
I don't know how that turned off.
Yes.
I don't know how.
Maybe it'll be halfway through.
Oh, God.
I'm
Oh,
sure that's
lordy.
fine. Maybe that is a good place to draw this podcast episode to
Yes.
a close.
I'll edit it anyway, so if you
Yeah.
can't hear me, you can hear me now anyway. Anyways.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. When will that be? I don't know.
September maybe?
Maybe September 12th. I got a braces appointment. I have to be in town, so
Maybe, yeah. And then we can do like a...
watch some eps.
or something.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
And that's us signing off. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.